A report in Friday's New York Times suggests that Israel's most senior officials believe that the Iranian threat is nothing more than a bluff. Israel's intelligence estimates, backed by academic studies, have cast doubt on the widespread assumption that a military strike on Iranian nuclear facilities would set off a catastrophic set of events like a regional confrontation, widespread acts of terrorism, and sky-high oil prices, the newspaper stated. The report further noted that these estimates play an important role in Israel's calculation of whether ultimately to strike Iran, reporter Ethan Bronner claimed. The article alleges that from conversations Bronner had with 8 current and recent top Israeli security officials, Israel will give the sanctions some months to work, since it has been demanding the new sanctions. A military attack remains a very real option, and post-attack situations are considered less perilous than one in which Iran has nuclear weapons. The article quotes 2 of the Israeli officials and presents soon-to-be published research carried out by the Institute for National Security Studies at Tel Aviv University, and which argues that the Iranian threat to close the Strait of Hormuz is largely a bluff. A separate paper just published by the Begin Sadat Center for Strategic Studies says that the fear of missile warfare against Israel is exaggerated, since the missiles would be able to inflict only limited physical damage. These conclusions are compatible with statements made by Defense Minister Ehud Barak, who recently said that Israel would be capable of withstanding an Iranian military response. But just as Israel is talking about Iran's alleged bluff, now the U.S. has come out to say that even the heaviest bombs that they have are not powerful enough to destroy some of Iran's more fortified nuclear facilities, states the Wall Street Journal. Quoted U.S. officials as saying Friday, these would be the touted bunker buster bombs that they're talking about. The Pentagon is taking steps to improve its bunker busting capabilities, they added. The U.S.'s 30,000-pound mass ordnance penetrator was specifically designed to be able to take out Iranian and North Korean nuclear facilities. According to the report, initial tests indicated that the bomb would be incapable of performing these tasks, either because of the depth of the facilities or their recent reinforcement. The journal said that the MOP's test failure prompted a secret funding request by the Pentagon to U.S. Congress seeking to enhance the bomb's capabilities. The U.S. Defense Department has already spent approximately $330 million so far to develop about 20 of the bombs. The Pentagon is seeking an additional $82 million for upgrading purposes, according to government officials briefed on the plan. The U.S. defense establishment has been particularly concerned about Iranian underground facilities, such as the Fordow site near Qom. The journal quoted a former senior U.S. official who is an expert on Iran as saying, he added that the MOP may be more effective against Iran's main enrichment plant at the Natanz, but said that even that is a guesswork. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal on Thursday, U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta admitted to the bomb's shortcomings, saying, "We're developing it. I think we're pretty close. Let's put it that way. But we're still working at it because these things are not easy to be able to make sure that they will do what we want them to do." He added that he expects the bomb to be ready to penetrate Iran's deepest bunkers soon. Now the question is whether the U.S., both the U.S. and Israel, are trying to pull a bluff of their own. I ultimately do not believe that the U.S. will allow or that Israel will, in fact, attack Iran's nuclear facilities. But certainly that is speculation, and I don't know the future. But intelligence reports suggest that the United States is in no mood to have Israel go it alone in a bombing raid on Iranian nuclear facilities. They seem to be of the mind that a catastrophic Middle East war, regional war, would break out based upon their own studies. But the Bible is clear that someday soon both these countries will be locked and engaged in an all-out battle in which Israel will be surrounded by all their enemies, and God will perform a great miracle in destroying those enemies in the mountains of Israel. Whether this battle will be a result of Israel attacking Iran is unknown, but the Bible does indicate in Ezekiel 38 that Israel will be living safely within their own borders when this attack does take place. If an attack does indeed take place, Israel has declared that they will give sanctions a time or chance to work before they engage in any type of attack against Iran. This is Terry Malone with the Calvary Prophecy Report.